Morning, guys. We are walking again. Today we are doing one big fat healthy walk. I think we are going to do more kms than we have done before. Yes, follow me as we do our usual walk, advocating for healthy walks, healthy lifestyle, healthy choices, and not making it not too complicated, as easy and as simple and as can be, so that it's sustainable. We can do it for a long term, and we can enjoy the sights and scenes of our city and where we live. Coming to you from Nairobi, Kenya. Yes, this is Record Durango walking again, and today is Monday in Nairobi. But the weekend we had a very interesting walk up country in the slopes of Murang'a, and we saw the avocado region. And you know what? Surprise! Ordinarily, that's not a walk I would undertake. Why would I say so? Because I always drove to the door of my family home there. But now, because we are making more healthy, more conscious choices, I drove to the nearest town so that we can clock in our 20 steps, aka 20 kilometers a day. And the most interesting part about that walk was the fact that it had a bit of elevation, so it wasn't as flat. We went down, we went up. I'm excited about this journey that I have undertaken of being aware and understanding what walking can do for me and for my health. Truth be told, let me tell you a secret about myself. I have always wanted to be in the gym, to be on the healthy, but consistency has been a challenge, and something that I've also recently discovered. I think you can also make unhealthy healthy choices. This is what I mean. Doing high impact exercises, especially when you're a bit on the heavier side, you tire your legs, your knees, and your whole body is just giving up. Your whole body is just giving up on you. And once you do one day and you go to the gym and the gym instructor is just pushing you so hard, and tomorrow you cannot make it because the exhaustion and the tear, it's not sustainable. You just feel like, oh my God, this is just, I want to go, but my body doesn't. What I have discovered, it's different with walking. Walking, you can just go kilometers on end because you're doing it at your pace. You're not doing high impact. You're doing this walk, you're just walking, and you don't crush your knees or your body too much. And I've been studying online, and I've discovered it's the case for many of us. Many people feel the same way, that when you're doing higher impact exercises, you tend to drop off very soon. You're not able to sustain it. Another thing about walks, they are inexpensive. A walk doesn't cost you a thing, unless you want to maybe go walk in a fancy place. General walks are just free of charge. You can just go, and it's a bit of the background. General walks are free, and you can be able to do one every day. Nobody will charge you anything, and that makes it a bit more sustainable. So for me now, I told you, I decided to walk and vlog my journey Why so? One thing is accountability. You say when you walk or when you're doing whatever and you measure it and you get people to be accountable to you, then you're able to do maybe longer, because you know there are people are waiting for you to see how far you will go as you experience your walking journey. That said, I'm very new to vlogging, and I know I will improve with time, and I'm giving myself that patience of improving and doing better. Yes. The other thing we have decided is that we shall do our walks from different environments. Today I just walked straight from my house. Tomorrow I'll walk in a different place that is maybe further away. The other day we walked in a mall. The other day we walked in Nairobi Arboretum, a forest in the city. And then the other day we walked at a country, and I showed you where all your avocado plants, or fruit is harvested and exported from. So yeah, a lot of exciting things to do. Don't have to just lay and swing around your chair. After work, you just lie on your couch. Get up and walk with me. Yes. Let me show you. I'm about to start a hill here. Oh. We're experiencing that hill today. We go down, we go up. Today we are going to do a little further than our usual walk, because our bodies have become even stronger, stretchier. Yeah, so we push ourselves, and it's Monday. So on Monday morning, before we get on to the rest of our day, we can experience this walk. Where are we walking today? Today we are walking in the suburbs. This is like a Nairobi bedroom of a certain, I would say middle class bedrooms in Nairobi would look like this. Apartment blocks. So you'll see a lot of that. High-rise buildings. Yes, beautiful. Nairobi is very beautiful. And we have decent enough footpaths. They're not like what the West would have. It's not what you experience in Europe maybe. But we are happy. It's not a bad place to walk. And it's green, fresh air. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me on this walk so far. And I hope they have been entertaining to you and interesting. I hope they're encouraging you to do the same for yourself, to get up and walk. And yeah, they say if your body is saying no, if you're stressed, if you're depressed, if you're tired, if you're mad, if you're angry, get up and walk, even from your desk or from wherever you're walking from. Walking helps you decompress your body, decompress your mind. And the cherry on the ice cream is that it keeps you healthy. Yeah. If you look at people who have had the habit of walking in their lives over a long period of time, you will see that they stay healthier for longer. They don't have many lifestyle diseases. As much as we say, don't take sugar, don't take weed, don't take this and that, and then you just do all those things and sit, I don't think that will help. You are even worse off than somebody who is taking all that stuff and getting up and walking. Yeah. If you're from Africa and you know you've seen your grandparents and maybe your parents too, how they used to live, and how long they lived, and maybe the kind of diseases that either they suffered from, or when they began, it was way later in their lives. Yeah, us guys today, like where I was at, I was predisposed. I was getting myself in trouble. I was setting myself up for early sickness, because how can you be that heavy and you're not doing anything about it, and you're still so young? The body will give up. The body will start giving up, and then you start going to this doctor, going to that doctor, and no doctor will ever prescribe exercise. Okay, they will, but you can do some exercise as after giving you a list of pills and prescriptions. Oh, now you are hypertensive, you need to start swallowing this and that, and after you're done with that, you can now please put in some exercise. You have to call yourself and decide for yourself that is what you want to do. Let's cross the road. This side of Nairobi is a bit busier, and this time of the day I think is also a bit busy. Yes, we finished our elevation. Now we are across on the other side of the hill. Let's continue walking. Yes, let's walk. Yes, I think since I began walking, I felt tremendous change. But I just didn't start walking fast. I didn't start walking and vlogging. I've been walking for a while. I walked seriously on a daily basis. That's what I mean. I started in October. I did about, I was measuring with an app, 10,000 steps a day. So I did 10,000 steps a day from 1st of October to 30th of October. Then come November, 31st, is it? 31st of October. Come November, I decided, let me step it up and take it to the next level. Hence, I started the November. And I said, November we do it differently. November we walk and we vlog. That will make us very, very healthy. Nairobi has very beautiful places to walk, but of course, it's a bit of challenges here and there on footpaths, especially if you are walking in some suburbs. But generally, it's very good. Generally, it's very nice. Today, I think we are going to do like 15 km, depending on the target I have set for myself. You know, walking is very interesting because, especially when you don't leave the house with the car, you have to walk to where you're saying you walk, and you have to walk back. You have to walk all the way back. So I know going is about 7 kilometers to where I want to turn around. Coming back is going to be another, you see, 7. Because I have to get myself back where I came from. That's a total of 14 given 15 kilometers. Now I'm in for it. I'm excited. Let's walk. In this video you hear me panting a lot. This is the new look of Nairobi. New look maybe last 5 years. You'll see a lot of that. The area that I'm going to. Most of these apartments are done by the Chinese. Yeah, I would say when they came to do the infrastructure, they found even more opportunities in our country. And now they have converted. They've made us get these huge apartment blocks. You can see them? This is Nairobi. Then these houses will be for sale. Yeah, I don't think we had ever experienced this kind of very big very congested blocks. Look, for example, this one has how many levels? Look. Oh my god, it's a tall ass block. The only tall buildings like that we had were the ones that were for commercial complexes. We didn't have this kind of big living complexes, living quarters, but they are good. This because this is very near town. Very many people get to experience living near town, which is a good thing. That's where you're working from. We have them converted into Airbnbs also. In fact, they're still under construction. You can see the construction workers over there who are still building them, and there will be many. Oh yeah, we're in the nicer side. Here there's a good walking path. Yes, let's walk. Please encourage yourself like I did myself. I'm no champion. I am amateur in everything, fitness and exercise. I was the ones who would care less about. I was just like work home. Maybe the only time I would put in exercise was when I went to the farm, because I'm an avid farmer. I love to farm. That's the only time I would put exercise. And you see how many times in a year would I even be able to travel up country? Besides maybe the gardening I used to do in my compound, planting flowers, etc. I did a lot of that. There was just no exercise that I used to do, and that has to change. I told myself that has to change. Of course, my biggest turnaround was discovering yoga. If you have a yoga studio around where you live and you feel like you're not yet ready to put in too much exercises for yourself, you can start with that. Yoga is a very forgiving sport, yet very it is very useful. Like, it helps you a lot. Your body changes tremendously, and once you unlock yourself from that stretching, you can now move on to doing more with your body, and then keep it exciting. That's another thing I've realized about enjoying your fitness. You must keep it exciting. You must enjoy whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, if you don't enjoy it, you not look forward to it. In fact, by the way, this walking has really, this is a church. This vlogging has really improved my walking, because I have loved it. I have loved vlogging. I didn't even know I loved vlogging that much. Okay, I know I like to talk, and I can talk a lot. I can talk and talk. I'll not run out of things to say, but I didn't know it could help my walking or help in my exercise. Yeah. And it has. I look forward to going to work, because I know I'll vlog. I know I'll get to talk. I know I'll get to talk, which is a good thing. Let's walk. This is Nairobi. Nairobi is a cute city. Not as in, it's a comfortable place. Nairobi is a comfortable city. We have a lot of peace here. We have a lot of amenities. People are struggling just like everywhere else in the world, but generally Nairobi is a nice place to live. I'm really enjoying this walking. On this side of town, this is called Kileleshwa. This is Kileleshwa, and Kileleshwa used to be a single dwelling area. 90% of Kileleshwa were single dwelling units. But I think in the 80s. In the 80s, yeah. An auntie of mine lived here when I was in the 90s. When I was young, we used to visit with my grandma, and I used to be like, oh, Kileleshwa. I don't remember it the way it is now. It used to be like just single dwelling units. But of course, over time, population has increased. I think it's only fair if you allow people to also expand. If you want a single dwelling unit, maybe get further away from Nairobi. But here they are mostly multi-dwelling units. The only problem is that some of the things have not been improved to serve the multi-dwellingness. That is the sewerage infrastructure, the what other infrastructure? The sewerage, the roads have improved a bit. The roads have improved a bit. As you can see, they've been expanded. The footpaths have been integrated. But I think the sewerage and the water, the water and the sewerage. Sometimes people here struggle with water. But also building apartment blocks, they will sink boreholes. They will build an apartment block and then they will sink a well. So the water is not all what the county provides, what we say the municipality would provide. Some of the water is from the borehole sunken in this area. Yeah, but it's a nice place. Schools are in plenty here in this neighborhood. I've not lived here, but I know, because this is a place that I drive through a lot. Yeah, and I have never ever walked on this particular path again. And look how nice it is. Isn't it very unfair to myself that I have never walked here? You know? Look. We pay thousands in gym subscriptions. And all we needed to do is just get up and walk. It's a cute hedge. Oh. Beautiful Nairobi. The rainy season, so obviously the rain is helping with the blooming and the blossoming of the plants. That's why it looks so good. But actually it's never really that dry, I would say. It's never completely dry in Nairobi. Okay, some areas of Nairobi, but in this specific area, it's not like completely dry, like desert dry. Within the year, at least there'll be rains twice or thrice. Yeah. This is how people in Nairobi live. We don't have dryers like you do in the West to dry your clothes. We wash our clothes and hang them out to dry in the Nairobi sun. Yep. So you see those balconies looking on like clothes are hanging out. Very few homes will you go and find a washing machine. And if you find a washing machine, rarely will you find a dryer. Most of the people wash their clothes by hand and then you hang them out to dry. And I think that what has contributed to that here in Nairobi, why don't we have like that concept of having a washer and a dryer? I think it's the labor. We have so many people you can employ to be helpers in your home full time. So they will do that without worrying. That's how they earn their living. That's how they're able to take care of their families. They will wash their clothes and then they will wash their house. They will cook for you. They'll take care of your children. And it's cheap to do so. You can even have 2 or 3 helping you in your home, depending on the amount of work that you have. Yeah. And that has made it, I think, unnecessary for people to like, because if you're not doing it yourself, you like go to work. Like for you guys in the West, you go to work, you still have to come and pick after yourself all day. And most people are 2-income households, so the mom is out, the dad is out, and it's exhausting. So you use machinery as much as possible to simplify your work. So you will have a washing machine, have a dryer, you have vacuum cleaners, you have all these home enablers. In Nairobi, we don't have much of that. Most of the homes, we just have a lady or two helping you out, and they will also appreciate because they've gotten work to take care of their families as well. And some people, that's how they earn their livelihood, and they're able to take care of their own. Look at those. These are beautiful blocks. These are nice. They're not as congested and crowded as the ones we saw before. So it's a very, very, very simple. No, they have air. People here love to do plants on the balconies, just to have a bit of a feel of the outside. The guy over there has. I love those flower plants. Can you see that? Nice. That's very nice. But becoming a concrete jungle very soon. People who lived here, I think in the 90s, if they came, they would be shocked. I would be really, really shocked. This is the other means of transport I've been telling you about in the other vlogs. It's called boda motorbikes. Keeping them clean. No, it's a very muddy season in Nairobi right now because it's heavily raining. So that's why their bikes are very dirty. Those bikes are not like for themselves. That's a business. Like they're running a business using that. They'll drive around in the neighborhood to see if there's anybody who needs a boda ride. Like that guy over there. You see him? And then there's a lot of them doing delivery of parcels. So if I wanted a ride right now, I would completely and quickly exit this walking and be able to go wherever I want to go. And that's what makes it difficult, I think, for people to walk these days. And it's not just in the city, even up country. I showed you the day I was up country. You will hardly, if you don't want to walk, you will not walk. You will just, they're just so available. See, he's waiting over there. He's waiting for a client to call. Yeah. I know, given technology, right now there's a lot of apps. Just like you have Uber in the West, you have Bolt, you have so many other examples of apps. These guys are also registered under transportation apps, and you need their services. You just go there and be able to request him and he will come. So they hang around in this place. So if somebody didn't want an Uber car, you can ask for an Uber boda or a Bolt boda. We have very, very many options. We have Farasi, we have Yego, there are so many apps that you can request a boda or a taxi, an Uber taxi, making it even more and more difficult for people to walk. So really, if you have to walk, you must make a completely conscious decision to do so. I want to cross the road. It's a security company. Let's change to the other side and use this other path because of that mixer over there. If I make a bad decision, I think I'll still have to go back to the other side because it looks like the path here has ended. Yes, remember, the whole point is the walk. Have to cross again, sorry. All those boda bodas are doing delivery. Can you believe that? It's a good thing because creating employment for many of our brothers. I think now we are halfway where we wanted to reach. Today we are walking in the Kileleshwa suburbs, Nairobi, Kenya. Let's walk. Wow. You can see it's kicking in. There's a bit of an elevation here. Our target for now is 30 days of November, from 1st November to 30th November. And I think the only days I take breaks will be Sundays because of normal family Sunday activity. But get an opportunity, I squeeze in a walk too. Walk, 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 walk. Get up and walk. Encourage yourself to start walking just like I did myself. I'm sure very soon. Hey, I've been keeping a catalog of my befores, just waiting for the afters so that I can unleash and show you the afters. Wow. As we walk, we see the sights. The previous vlog, we were seeing avocado trees and countryside. Today we are seeing apartment blocks. Yes, because walking should be incorporated in where you are. If you're in the city, try walk in the city. If you're in the village, try walk up country. Because walking is the simplest exercise. Simplest exercise. Yeah. And if your heart, you only walk what, like you cannot like force your body to do what it cannot do. And actually, in fact, if you remember, if you've ever had surgery, the first thing that the doctor tells you is get out of your bed, walk a little, don't let the stitches like come together. That's how important walking is. Walking is very important. I would love to be a part of a walking movement. I don't know, called Let's Walk. Then we can call it Let's Walk by Reco, and then we can create a movement where we are. But then people always forget the easiest things. People know that walking is good, but once you put it in a drive, like in a movement, and encourage people to do something together, then you'll find them wanting to do it. Because you know, human beings are social beings. Something that they're socializing around becomes even more entertaining and more exciting. Yeah, if you're out there and you're a member of a movement like that in Nairobi, I'd love to be part of it. I'd love to discover you and be able to track our walks and pace our walks. I would go that way, but I don't want to go that way. I had already set myself which direction I want to go. In fact, I'm going all the way to the Arboretum roundabout. You remember the other day I took you to the Arboretum and I showed you the beautiful walk paths in Arboretum and how you can get there. Nairobi Arboretum, it's like a forest in the city. What do I mean by a forest in the city? Go and watch my previous video. Nairobi Arboretum, a forest in the city. Such a beautiful place to walk. And it's only 50 shillings for Kenyans, and I think 500 shillings for foreigners. I'm not sure. You can check on the KWS website. KWS is Kenya, and you can check on their website. I think it's online. You'll be able to see how much it is to get into the Arboretum. I found a lady there with a pram with her baby. Many people were there, grandmothers, enjoying the sights and scenes of all the old forests right in the heart of the city. And they have a very big parking that you can park at. And if you're not parking, you can just get in. on a Sunday or on a day, just creating that walking culture in Nairobi. Actually, that makes me remember the president of Rwanda, President, what is his name? Kagame. President Kagame has a certain movement that he does, I think once a year. By the way, this thing was just in plain sight for me to see, but I never did. They say, leave your cars at home, let's walk to work. And I think they do it every, I'll go and search about it, Google and see, because walking is very, very, very important. And you realize Rwandans are very, very healthy. But here in Nairobi, especially the working class going up, people don't walk. People walk only because it's a must. Like, I cannot afford to pay for transport. Only. That's the only reason people walk. Otherwise, if you can afford to pay for a boda boda or pay for a taxi or pay for an Uber, people don't walk. I think people need to be reminded to walk. And that people is me. Me included. Hey, walking all this way, never would I have ever. Going where? I only thought maybe get into a fancy gym, and then the first thing you do is buy some fancy gym clothes, you know, like you have just, you're overthinking it in your head. And all you need to do is just like get up and start walking. Imagine. This is Kileleshwa. You can see. It's a nice apartment block. These are the older ones. If you see, these are spacious like this. These are the older ones. The newer ones will never. The newer ones are those at the end there. They try to get more for the same piece of land. Capitalism. You cannot blame them. If you are the owner, you will do the same thing. Yeah. Try to get as much from the resources that you have. Oh, yes. You see how beautiful these footpaths are? Let's walk. Get up and walk. Oh, forgive me, sorry. I'm shouting at you, just emphasizing on how important it is to just get up and get moving. You don't have to look for something complicated. Just get up. What a beautiful hibiscus plant. I was taking a picture of that red hibiscus flower. Nice. Still have a long way to go. Okay, not a long way. I have quite a distance to go. Life is not promised, so when you leave, just take care of yourself. You wake up one day and you hear one of your friends has left the group called life, and you're just so sad, and you're like, wow, why am I so worried? Why not just do the simple thing? Because tomorrow is not promised, so you keep healthy, so that when you get tomorrow, you're happy and you're healthy and you're enjoying your life. Because you might be stressing out so much about, oh, this, I have to achieve this, I have to do this work. That's a Maasai in the city. Yes, beautiful, beautiful walking paths. Beautiful walking paths. Today we are doing more of a marathon. Like, you know, marathon, not a sprint. We don't want to walk so fast for a short period of time. We want to walk far. We want to walk further. Kileleshwa neighborhood in Nairobi suburbs. We're going all the way to the Arboretum roundabout. And we came all the way from Gong Road, a certain mall called the Junction. You can check the distance from the Junction through Kileleshwa to Arboretum. You can have an idea of how far I walked. And I have decided I'll walk to and walk back so that I can start the week with a bang. By the time I'm doing the rest of the activities for the day, I'm all greased and oiled and excited. I'm ready for the week. Oh, it's quite something. It's good that you experience all kinds of spaces in Nairobi. Nairobi has beautiful spaces to walk in. Today I'll walk in the neighborhood. Tomorrow I'll walk in a mall. The next day I'll walk in a forest. And very soon, in fact, by the way, there's a place I want to visit and take you along. And it is the heritage areas. When King Charles was around and Princess Camilla, is it? No? Queen Camilla. Wow, forgive me. Queen Camilla was around. They visited that same place. That is at on Langata Road, a road called Langata Road, which is called the Uhuru Gardens. And we'll go there is to walk and just unwind. Yeah, I've been going crazy watching walking vlogs online. Look at that, the city of surprises. You know why they have this here? You know what that is? These are called camels. You know why he has them here? Those camels are for entertainment. Like on Sundays, he will go to a place where he thinks many families will be coming, and then he will charge you to ride the camel. He'll charge you maybe like 100 shillings per ride, or maybe 200. I don't know what is the cost. I want to walk from the other side now. Walked too much on this side. Let's cross the road. Already across the road, I realized there are too many motorbikes on the other side. Because in Kenya, do you know we drive on the left side? Is it? Yeah, drive on the left side. So if I walk on that side, on my right, crossing too many coming head on, and some of those motorbikes have decided to ride on the footpath, so it's becoming difficult to walk. Uh-oh. Yeah. Are you seeing that? Jungle. They look like the Chinese villages. Have you seen those Chinese villages where they put the buildings and everybody is living there? There's a school there. There's a mall there. That is a big ass block living. So this is the old style right here. You can see spacious, well spaced, and this is the new style behind there. Maybe sitting on the same space, but now everybody wants a piece of it. And actually, an apartment like that, let me show you, like that, somewhere there, maybe it would be like 20 million Kenya shillings, like $200,000, $200,000 US when they made them. And then an apartment here like that is maybe 5-6 million Kenya shillings, which is 6,000 US dollars. So you can buy 3 here for the same price you'd buy for 1 there. So you know what it has done? It has changed the kind of people who live here, because now younger people can also be able to afford to buy an apartment in this same neighborhood. I don't know whether that is good or bad. I think it's good. Nothing changes, nothing stays permanent. Change is the only constant, so you better get used to this new norm. You see, most of them are just under construction. The new phenomena, not new phenomena like new in the last 5 years, 5-8 years is when they have started doing this. And 90% of them are done by the Chinese. They come, they buy space, they build, and then they dispose and move on to the next project. This was the old style, how Kenyans used to do it. One space, space out everything, and this is the new style. Crazy. Personally, I prefer living in these ones and not these ones. But maybe my daughter or son would say something different. They would prefer living in the other one. That is more crowded because it's more modern. Inside would be more modern. But the only constant in life is change. See, like this one, this billboard here, it's advertising an all and suit ready to move in on Rose Avenue, Kilimani. Maybe if you call, you find that those apartments are about maybe 4-5 million. 4-5 million or 6 million, at least under 10, especially if they're in those very crowded, very put together. Yes, I walk in the city, you see apartment blocks. I walk in the village, you see trees. What do you prefer? What do you prefer? The city and living like this, or what I was showing you previously, the village? I would say the only problem with the village is lack of money. Like if you are broke in the village, not a good life. But if you have a bit of income, village life is the best. The other problem with living in the village is the quality of schools. Quality of schools in the village is not very good. So if you have school-going children, you always find yourself stuck in an area where they can be able to access their school. In fact, children can very much strongly influence the neighborhood you live in. You can move your home just because of your children and where they are going to school. You're about to finish going down, so yes, this is a very exciting, interesting and nice walk. I'm loving it. And because it's the rainish season, the sun is not too hot. The sun is very nice, very comfortable. Yeah. So get up and walk. Encourage yourself to do some physical exercises. It's not for anybody, it's for yourself. In the Game of Thrones, there was somebody who was sick and they were asked to go and heal themselves. Go heal yourself. So that's what I would say to you. Go and heal yourself. Healing yourself doesn't mean going to a doctor all the time. Doesn't mean subscribing to an expensive gym. Just means making a decision. Is it the gym? Is it the what? But just allowing yourself to do it. Also, doing something that you can sustain. Can you sustain that If you take a membership for gym at 5:30 in the morning and you're a beginner, is it something you can do every day? Every day with no end? That's something you need to ask yourself, because that's why I failed most of the time. You take on something, or you say, I'll be going to the gym at 6 in the evening, and the gym is so far away from your workplace. You're stuck in traffic, you're frustrated. By the time you're getting to your gym, it is late. You're like, I won't go today, the traffic was too much, I'll go tomorrow. So you can imagine, you just drop out. But when you say, I have to walk 10,000 steps, all you need is your body and wherever you are. In fact, the only special thing maybe you need to carry is walking shoes, because comfortable walking shoes is very important. Just get walking shoes. Even in your work clothes, there are places that I have gone to work. Like there's a place that we used to go. I used to walk at. Like, what do I call it? Jeffrey Club. It's called Nairobi Jeffrey Club. When you go to walk there, you will find grandmothers, very old grandmothers, in their full grandmother clothes. All she does have is comfortable walking shoes. You will find people who are in jeans with comfortable walking shoes. So you can see that person was just passing by to do a walk, and I was so challenged. I was like, yeah, this person is only here to walk, and me, I'm just there giving myself excuses. Oh, I don't have this. But then they got out. You have to have a doer mindset. The footpath has changed here, so I need to change to the other side. This is the public transport. They're called matatus. Let's cross the road. Let's cross again. See the matatus? They have a pickup space in town center, and then they'll come and drive around the route that you are designated, and they'll drop off people, pick off people, drop off people, pick off people all day. And they're cheap. They're cheaper than Ubers. Yes, we've changed lanes because the walking path on the other side has disappeared. It has changed to this other side. We are going down. You see what you can see across there? The trees you can see across there? That's where we were the other time. Nairobi Arboretum. You can see it over there. Across. Forest in the city. So my target was to get down there and walk back home. So I'd planned to vlog too. I'm about to end this vlog when I get to the roundabout there. Then I'll walk back by myself. I have that, as in by myself, without you guys, without talking to you guys. I have downloaded some walking music, some podcasts, and I'm sure by the time I get home, I'll be nourished, and it will be a beautiful day. It will be a beautiful rest of the day. Yeah. I thought vlogging was something that was so difficult. Like not the vlogging itself and the talking, but carrying around a camera. I was like, wow, isn't that awkward? People will be looking at you. But surprise, surprise, nobody cares. We're just living their lives. I'm there thinking that I don't want to be judged. What do people think? That's the one thing that you're afraid of. Walking around with a camera. One day I'll walk in the city of Nairobi. I'm telling you, there I have to hold my phone with both hands and bite it with my teeth because Nairobi city is no joke. People are going to snatch the phone before even you do like a few meters. But I'll try. and see if I can walk around in the city. Yeah, that is Nairobi Arboretum. There, you can see it over there, all the way like that, to the end. That's the Nairobi Arboretum, where we walked last time, I think a few vlogs ago, and it was so nice. Because of the way it's hilly on some parts, it's rough on others, giving you village vibe. It was amazing. And I've lived in this city all this while, and I have never ever gone to walk in the Arboretum. The last time I went to walk in the Arboretum, I was in campus. Imagine. Many years later, I go back, I find the management improved. It was handed to the Kenya Forestry Services. There are footpaths, there is security, and I was flabbergasted. It was such a good surprise, and I plan to visit there often and to influence people from my family to do the same. In fact, not walking in Nairobi is a choice. But once you start walking and you get a nice car, that's the end of you and walking. You don't even want to walk. When we came to the city, we walked everywhere. And then we got in better places, and we decided no more walking. Walking is for the poor. Surprise. How wrong. Now I have to rediscover and relearn. And when I used to walk, my worries were of another kind, not walking worries, not health worries. And then after a while, there's a construction undergoing here, and we move quickly across. And the big ass apartment block coming up there. Wow, listen, asking me, can I take you, can I pick you? Why are you walking? Come, let me carry you. So there is that transport over there, that's the boda. Then there is that matatu, and then there is, this probably is an Uber. Why would I walk if I don't want to? I'll just pick the next available transport. So walking, you must decide. You must decide you want to walk. And the weather is so nice. Nairobi weather is so good. Yes, I had promised myself that I will go all the way to the Arboretum gate. So we have a lower gate, or maybe to this petrol station. Maybe I should go there in the Java and have a cup of coffee, and then I walk back home. In fact, let me take you to a coffee shop in Nairobi. Now that I see there's one there, go there and take a mocha with no sugar. Let me cross the road and show you how a coffee shop will be. We walk. Yes, that's the Arboretum there. If you look at my vlog, I was vlogging from across there near the river down there, when I was on the inside side of the Arboretum. Nice Range Rover. Yes. So let me take you to the coffee shop, and then this is where we will end our vlog. So I will walk back home, and I'll put in my 20,000 steps and more. Today I've done, I think, 15 kilometers. It's called Java House Express. Oh, Express, like there's no sitting space. Okay, I don't want to go in there being all weird and talking when people are ordering their coffee. That's the Arboretum across there. So toodles, bye bye, till next time.